So here we go, Netflix with another dystopian movie that isn't as good as Bird Box. Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Anthony, here to give you guys another movie review. This time it is for the Netflix original movie, Awake. I can go on and make a lot of really bad sleeping puns because God knows that a lot of content creators on this site have already done it, but I don't want to bring the cringe with another sleeping pun because we just got to get it over with. We got to get this movie over with because yikes. So right off the bat, I gotta say that this is a cool premise. You know, everybody is awake, you can't sleep. There's a couple people in the world that can sleep and people start going crazy. They go crazy a little bit too fast in my opinion. If you've seen a dystopian type of film, you kind of know how this thing goes. Something happens, people go crazy, there's a small group of people that are not crazy, and they try to survive. But what other dystopian movies don't have, and they wish they did, is Gina Rodriguez, because oh yeah. After a global event wipes out humanity's ability to sleep, a troubled ex-soldier fights to save her family as society and her mind spirals into chaos. So one of the things I really like about this movie is that it just jumps straight into the action. It doesn't waste any time. We get introduced to our main character, which is played by Gina Rodriguez, and you get to know her a little bit of her backstory. She's kind of troubled. She's a former drug addict. She lost her kids. They stay with their grandmother. Her husband's dead. You know, she's pretty messed up. And she's probably the only character that we do get some kind of character development, but I'm glad that they did that because she's the best character in this movie. Everybody else, they don't give enough time for us to actually care about them. So when something does happen to them, I don't really care because you didn't do any work with it. And there's also a couple well shot scenes in this film. I do like some of the shots that they have. They do a good job of making it feel like it is a dystopian type of environment with some of the shots that they do. I don't really want to spoil it too much because I think it's actually a pretty good scene and it comes out of nowhere and I was like, whoa, it's really good. And other than that, I didn't really find anything else that I really liked about this movie. Like I said, the actors are good, the setup is nice, it's just the execution doesn't follow through. And the two culprits are the pacing and the script. Now, I don't want to drag the script that much because it's hard to do good dialogue with a situation like this when you have to have these actors pretend and talk like they have been sleep deprived for a couple of days. But some of the dialogue that they do say is kind of funny and it just kind of took me out of the film because there was like serious moments, but then you have characters just going around acting like they're drunk. I know they're supposed to be sleep deprived, but just kind of the stuff that they're saying, it was just funny. But the main culprit in this movie is the pacing. Now, I know a lot of people usually say the pacing's too slow. It's a slow burn. I don't like slow burns. But in this case, the pacing is so fast that I think it hurt the film. Like I said before, we only really get backstory with one character, which is the main character, the mom, Gina Rodriguez's character, and everybody else is pretty much put to the back burner. And I think that hurts the film because they're just rushing through this film and not really focusing on any of the characters. They also have this church scene. By the time we get to this scene, it's already been a day with people not being able to sleep for one day, and people decide that they are going to sacrifice the girl that can sleep. And it just escalated so quickly, and they explain in this movie, which is one of the things that they do well, they explain like the stages that your body would go through during this like not being able to sleep for a couple of days. And when they were explaining this, they said like, oh, day 3 or 4 or 5 is when you start going crazy. But these people are on day 1 without sleep, and they're already like, let's sacrifice the girl. I just thought it was just really cheesy, and there was so many moments in this movie I just laughed out loud, and not in a good way, because I was just like, this is you doing some stupid stuff, guys. But overall, guys, I think that this film is a waste of Gina Rodriguez's talents. She does a really good job in this film. Her performance is really good, especially for what she had to do. She had to pretend like she was sleep deprived for like a week. She tried, man. She tried. Also, her daughter does a really good job. And, you know, pretty much everybody else in the film does a good job. But they just don't have enough character building in this movie for me to care about any other character besides one. But the thing I want to know, guys, is if you like this film, let me know in the comments down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you like Netflix doing these dystopian movies? They have kind of a track record. Bird Box, The Silence, and now this one. Also, don't forget to check out my Twitter so you can stay up to date with my channel. And remember, guys, keep watching movies.